Heidi ho there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today we're going to be installing some curtain rods that we ordered off of Amazon, and we will actually put the links down below for the rod kit and the curtains if you would decide you'd like to purchase some as well. Now if you bring the camera up here, you'll see that we have three windows here side by side measuring about 104 inches, so it's quite a lengthy window here, and we have three brackets, so we'll actually have one in the middle and one on each end. Now before we get started, I actually got up here on the edge and I sighted down this piece of trim here, and it's actually it's not exactly straight. It actually kind of bows up in the middle, so we don't want our curtain rods to bow up. So we're actually going to pull ourselves a string across here to where we get our brackets all aligned in a straight line to where our curtain rod will be nice and straight. So we'll show you how we get this done. Okay, first thing we want to do is find our center to where we know where to mount this bracket, and we actually just measured the overall length and divided it by 2. So at 52 1/4 is where the center of this window is. Now we want to just hold our bracket up here in place and put a mark at the top of it. And then we'll go ahead and string our line across here. I'm also going to go to the end of each edge of the window and put a mark as well. But these marks actually, it will just be somewhat of a guide to get us started. The line will actually probably end up moving above that mark. All right, bring the camera right up here in the middle. We've got our string pulled across here, and you see where our mark is? We're actually probably looks like about 3/16 below that line. So what we're going to do is actually pull this string up, to where we line up with this. And then we'll put our marks on either end and we'll be ready to mount our brackets. Okay, now we're going to hold our brackets up and we're going to make a mark on the wall here. And we're going to put 2 screws in here. So hand me the drill there, son. We're going to go ahead and pre-drill an 1/8 inch hole on either end of this little slot that I just drew on here. And that does feel like we went right into the header, so we're good to go there. Now we're going to repeat the same process on either end. Okay, we're getting ready to install this now. We've already pre-drilled our holes on all 3 of them. We'll start here with the middle one since we've been working on it. Bring the camera down. It comes with anchors in case you do not have wood behind your sheetrock. But in our case, we have wood everywhere that we drilled, okay? So we will not be using the anchors today. I'm just going to lay those aside and go ahead and take my cordless drill. I'm going to go ahead and get the upper one here started, and then we should be able to slide the bracket right over top of it, like so. And then we'll go ahead and install our bottom screw the same way, and then we will tighten both of them down. Let's see if I can get it on there. There we go. All right, now we're going to make sure before we tighten it down that it's right up there on our line, and it looks like it is. We'll go ahead and tighten both of them down, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, now with our shears installed here on one rod, we're going to go ahead and install the 2 rods together. Notice that it has a notch here that lines up with the notch in the other piece. And as soon as you get those lined up, you can slide it into the length that you need it. And from this point, let's see, I'm going to have to pull this one over here on this side. And once we do that, we'll be able to actually lift this up into place. Go into our second. Hang on just a second. There we go. Now we can move it into our second bracket and make any adjustments as far as how far it sticks off on either end. And then after that, we can tighten our little wing nuts back down by hand. Okay, we're assembling the curtain rod at this time. Real quick, I just want to show you these little end pieces here actually just slide right in. So that's real easy, no tools required for that. There'll be one on each end, and then we'll get this curtain put together and hung up. Okay, with both curtains installed, we're going to go ahead and set this thing up here in place, guys. This is pretty simple. And there we go. All we have to do now is Make sure we got the same amount sticking out on either end. We'll snug our little knobs down, and we're pretty much ready to go here today, guys. Okay, folks, that pretty much wraps it up today. And as you can see, these are some really nice curtains. They block out a lot of the sunlight and everything. Really simple to install, minimal amount of tools required. And these can be purchased off of Amazon, and we will put some links down below in case you'd like to purchase some yourself. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. Take care.